welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Hihou Densetsu. This is Big Los, and we are still inside the nasty dungeon, trying to make our way to the lowest depths. And we fought most of these enemies before, so we're not going to show repeats. But we did use up the bastard sword for Chrono, so we need to replace it with something else. Probably going to be the Yoshiyuki, but let's see if anything else would be better. No, I think that would be the best choice, the Yoshiyuki. And then we're going to be using up the flame sword. And we'll replace that probably with the ogre sword later. Alright, so we got one open slot, and now we need to use up the high potion to heal up Chrono. He took some damage in that battle. So let's go this way before we go down that other path, and we got a treasure chest. So, let's see. Missiles! The last time we got missiles, we threw them out. Alright, so let's just make our way back. See if we can get around these enemies. No, if they're that shape, we have to fight them. And they're usually demons in an answerer group, and we've already shown that, so let's go down here. Okay, there's a dead end at the end of the hall, but this way we have another treasure chest. Let's check it out. Ooh, a cottage, but the inventory was full. The cottage will act like an inn when we use it, restoring all HP and abilities. So we're gonna use up another high potion. I guess we'll just use it again, that way we have a slot to get this cottage. That way if we run low on abilities, we can use it, and this is the perfect place to use a cottage because there's no inns. There's no towns in here, of course. So maybe when we get about halfway, we may use it, especially if we get low on ability uses for Shala and Glenn. Let's see. Allows the team to rest and recover health without worry of enemy attack. Okay, magical shelter. So let's make our way back and go down the main path. Which should be this way. Let's see if we can avoid those demons. Alright. So we're just making some pretty good progress, but we got 3 paths, and the one that we're on leads to a treasure chest, so it looks like I picked the right one. Circlet. Unfortunately, our inventory is full. Let's go use something up in this battle. Okay. Let's use the elixir because Shala died in that battle. That restores all of her HP. But using an elixir also restores all of her abilities that she used. So, elixirs are pretty good. They're kind of like cottages, or a cottage is like an elixir for everybody. I don't think it restores the robots' uses, though. That can only be done at an inn. So, we got this circlet. Let's see. He's already wearing that. Now, if we replace Shala's giant helmet with the circlet, we're gonna have a 7-point increase in defense at the cost of 10 points of strength. That's acceptable to me, because Shala doesn't use strength in any of her weapons or abilities. Alright. Alright, let's dodge these guys, and then I guess we'll go over to the left here. See if this is the right way. Oh no, we missed something. Looks like we're gonna have to go back. It looks like it was one of those energy points that can recharge your abilities and hit points. So let's make our way over there. Looks like we have no choice but to fight this guy. Alright, so we're gonna have to change out our map ability relic that we have to energy. Now, there's a random chance that it'll heal everything, so hopefully we'll get it. Health, special abilities, and status abnormalities completely restored. Great. That's the best outcome that could have happened. Sometimes it has no effect, sometimes it only heals it a little bit, sometimes it heals it most of the way. So, Shala's abilities were all restored, but for some reason, Glenn's Blizzard wasn't restored all the way to 15. But that's okay. It's still pretty high, being 13. So, we got a new lease on life, so to speak. So now let's just make our way down the main path. Freshly recharged. We don't have to conserve our abilities like we've sort of been doing. Now with Chrono's weapons, of course, I have not been trying to conserve those because it builds up his handling ability of those type of weapons. What's the other way go to? Got a little fork in the road here. And then that path on the left goes to like a pitchfork. Okay, so the right path goes to a treasure chest. Okay. Staff of Wizardry. Well, we're gonna have to get rid of something or use something up. So let's, I suppose, go into a battle. Stupid fire moths. Alright. Now, Shala used up her cat's claw. So I guess we can give her something. She's already wearing a helmet. Alright, you hold on to that Vulcan gun. That way we have an empty slot. We can get that Staff of Wizardry, and then we'll switch out the Staff of Wizardry for that Vulcan gun for Shala. Because her spirit's pretty high. Let's see. There it is. Even though it's a book, it's actually a staff. It casts death on all the enemies, so that's pretty useful, actually. Unfortunately, you only have 10 uses of it before it goes away. Okay, so when you go up, it puts you back at the end of that wishbone type path, so I don't know how that works. Like a trapdoor or something. So if we go on this path, there's a monster. So if we continue up, it puts us back at the wishbone again. That's kind of confusing. How does that supposed to work? Alright, I guess we'll try the middle path. See where that goes. Oh, there's a treasure here. Okay. Self-repair, but the inventory is full. But I like self-repair. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of something. What's it gonna be? See, it looks like everything is giving Robo a 26-point boost. It's too bad I can't get rid of that. Well, I guess the first thing we could do is try to pick it up. So let's throw away the giant helmet that we had. Okay, so we got this self-repair. Now, if we switch out the Dragon Shield for anything, we lose 26 points of defense. However, we don't lose anything if we switch out the Leopard 2 for the self-repair. We just lose one of our weapons, but we gain a healing ability every round for Robo. Heals 10% of his hit points. So that's actually kind of good. I want that thing. So yeah, I would lose like 26 points of agility whether I remove the bow or the beam rifle. Yeah, that is not acceptable. Everything else I can't get rid of. I can't afford it. Yeah, looks like it's gonna have to be that one. Alright, well, I guess we'll get rid of it in the battle. Instead of just switching it out and throwing it away. Might as well blow somebody or something up with it. Alright, so all that's left is that other path. We still have a couple uses left. Oh, now we got a 4-tier pitchfork path. Somehow I don't remember this in the original. We got another treasure chest, and we got another bow. Okay, so we can actually use up the bow. We have a replacement with full ammo. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go back the same way we came. Okay, we used up the Leopard 2, now let's install the self-repair chip. Yeah. That's equivalent to the self-fix in the original Final Fantasy Legend 2. Self-fix became self-repair. You know, fix, repair, same thing. Okay. Now let's go to this one back here and we'll pick up the bow. And then we'll just continue forward. And now we can use up the bow at our leisure. Now we got 3 more paths in which to explore up here. So let's take the second one first. And all we got is a monster, some type of lizard. Yeah, we're doing okay, I guess. Just continue to use up the flame sword for Chrono. Not taking too much damage. Hopefully his ability will increase. The first battle that we fought in this episode, his ability with the longsword increased actually. Alright. So, we have a Muramasa, which is a type of katana. If you remember for Sir Ronan, he had one. So we gotta throw something out. What's it gonna be? I guess missiles, we're not gonna use that. Kind of useless. Alright, we'll hold on to that. That'll be another potential weapon to give Chrono. A cursed katana. katana that thirsts for human blood. Yeah, only the Japanese would think of something like that. Okay, this path actually leads to another area. So let's check the other path. Whoops. Yeah, we want to go back this way. And then we'll go all the way to the right. Ooh, another treasure chest. Let's see what's in it. The Defender. Oh, okay, that's the Defender sword. We don't have enough inventory space, but we know where it is, so let's just leave it. We might come back for it later. Man, and I was trying to get in a chain battle that time. And that's what happens if you don't use the Aegis shield right away when you face one of those fire moths. And it was just one. The fire moth casts flame and it damages everybody. You'd think that they would put more monsters in here than the ones that we've been seeing. Can we get a chain battle here? No, they don't want to... They don't want to get close to each other. Come on, I'm right there. Okay. Come on. They were like right there. Alright. Let's just continue onwards. Past the Muramasa. And we have another energy point up there. So we're going to use it even though we didn't even come near close to being as depleted as we were earlier. Now we got some flying birds, so we know that there are new enemies in here. Okay, so we got Crow Tengus and Nymphs. Slightly harder enemies than what we've been facing. So, Aegis shield is a must, and then we're going to show this Wizardry staff. It's going to cast death on everybody. See if it'll work. And that's what Mountain Storm does. Picks somebody up and throws them. No, your abilities are useless. Absolutely useless. There we go. Oh, that was cool. Although it only took one of them out. I don't know, were there 4 earlier? Now there's only 2. No, your abilities do not work. You might as well just try regular attacks. See, that kind of makes a cool sound when you use the flame sword. Oh, hey. Well, thank you. Alright, got one enemy left. Alright, sooner or later your flame sword is going to connect. You got 5 more uses of it. Let's have everybody do nothing except for Chrono. Alright, let's just keep doing the same thing. It's not insanity trying the same thing again, because it's all based on percentages. You know what? Sooner or later, you're going to hit something. And if not, you're going to use up your sword, and then you'll use a weapon that'll definitely hit something. Come on, Chrono, you got like 1 use left of that. Alright, this time connect. Alright. Excellent. And we got a stat boost. Chrono's hit points. Alright, so we can get rid of that flame sword, but first let's recharge our abilities, see if anything gets recharged. Health and special abilities restored a little. Okay, so it's not maximum. However, our hit points are full, and so are the abilities for both Shala and Glenn. Well, that's pretty good, actually. And we know it doesn't work for Robo. Alright, so I guess we will replace this slot with the Ogre Sword, I guess? The Ogre Killer. Yeah, we don't want to put that in. It's too powerful for right now. Alright, that jives with the other things that we have. Yep. And we're looking good. Alright, we'll probably call it an episode. And we'll continue the Nasty Dungeon later. But this is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching, and Tango and Buen Dia.